Hello, 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 everyone. What's going on? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live stream, YouTube and TikTok. I'm hoping everyone is amazing. As you can see, lovely, lovely, lovely people. First of all, are you guys feeling ready? I'm feeling ready and I'm excited. And the thing I'm most excited about, I'll be honest here, let me just make sure my audio transmitter is out. So that way I can ensure you guys are seeing me and hearing me okay. Let me know, of course, if you guys cannot see or hear me properly. See, my attempt here is to come back into the basics. Okay, there's no fancy shirt today. There's no fancy microphone. And there's hopefully nothing that's unnecessarily here that would distract or take us away from the core message of why we are all here. Because we are all here as a collective to learn what the energies are here and now in love and in life, so we can be aware and we can, with that awareness, make the proper choices in our lives when it comes to love and life. So it is an honor for you all to be here. Welcome to my channel, Science of the Soul and Stars. If you are new here, we do weekly and monthly horoscope updates for your astrology sign in love and in life, because we believe love is the most powerful catalyst to helping you grow and transform and mostly step into your soul purpose. And it is my personal passion and my personal mission here on earth to help align all of us with our greatest potential in health, wealth, and the areas of true love. So welcome, welcome, welcome. As you guys know, this is my favorite part of the week. We've had a lot of different difficulties, okay, that have come into play when it comes to this live stream specifically. We've had a lot of technical difficulties, a lot of interruptions, and I think we're going to be good to go now. And the reason is I upgraded my router. I had quite a few difficulties with the last few live streams, and I think it's because we actually, with all of the energy that we've been holding during these live streams, busted the capacity of the router. And so it required me to actually go more into the technical side and get a new router set up and to test it to make sure it can hold all of the energy that we are putting out, because it's quite a bit, I must say, during these live streams, both on a physical, technical standpoint in terms of the data. I've got the phone, I've got the cameras, I've got everything, and of course energetically. So I had to get a new container to hold this show, all right? And hoping and praying here that it's going to go without any bugs whatsoever. But let's go ahead and get right into the show. I want to cut through as much of the preamble as I possibly can. If you're new, here's what we're going to do. We are going to open this ceremony and, of course, call in the guides, call in the spirits who are here to help through these tough times, who are here to work with us through the power of unconditional love and light. And the archangels and the masters and the wise ones who are here to guide us on a higher level, to help us to be aware and to understand the lessons and the themes and the energies that are happening right now. And I want to make this very clear, okay, first and foremost, is that I am not a psychic, I am not a medium, I'm not even necessarily a channel. I'm someone who is a normal human like you, or like you, me, or anyone else, and who has happened to realize that I have an ability to speak the words that come to me intuitively through the subconscious and through my intuition and through, I believe, a connection to a greater source of information. So it's not anything special that I am or am here to do necessarily. It's just a gift and part of the reason why I'm here on this earth. And these live shows are my favorite because I never know, as much as you guys, what is going to come out and how it's going to come out and the synchronicities that we are going to be a witness to together. I didn't realize you guys could see my other mic in the in the background. So I'm excited. And hello, everyone in the chat. Just saying hi. We have Anna T, Jessica Rios. We have Fireflies. What's up, Fireflies? Carlene, Isabella, Jessica, Faith, Connie. It's all good. Thank you guys so much for showing up. And if you guys want to introduce yourself in the chat, let me know your first name, your astrology sign. I would love to hear from you, whether you've been here for a while and been watching and in this story, or you're new. I welcome all of you. But what we're going to do is we're going to open the channel, open the ceremony officially, allow for the guidance to come through. Then we're going to give some channeled messages straight from source without the tarot, whatever comes to me in the moment that I feel energetically is the lesson or the theme of what's going on right now that we need to know specifically from March of 2021. And then we're going to get into a channeled tarot reading. This is my personal favorite part, and my intuition or spirit or the higher source of knowledge has guided me to do more of a life reading this time, okay? And or love and life reading, right? So the messages for our highest good, not specifically about love, and we might be able to clarify some love stuff later. But this first reading in particular, is going to focus on the highest good and messages for all in love and in life. So whatever the themes are that are going on. Then we're going to go into a channeled horoscope. I've got the astrology here, the charts open on YouTube, you guys can see. And we're going to talk about the week ahead specifically when it comes to the astrology. After that, if we have time, we might finish up with a collective love-specific message and or do some mini chat readings and or just close it out. I haven't decided yet, and depends how we're all feeling by the end of this, okay? But I just want to thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate your persistence sticking with me through all of the difficulties and all of the technical stuff I've been going through. I believe it's been solved. And one point I just want to make that came to me here is that just before we even get into anything, right, that I realized that we may all be going through. And let me know in the chat if you are resonating with this. But I realized that in order to really rise up energetically or as a human or in any sort of way in life, right, it requires you to be brought down, to be torn down, okay, to the level, to the core of who you are and what you're going through and what you actually really are, so you can have the knowledge and specificity of the essence of what you're here to bring to the world. But it's almost like you can't get access to that essence of who you are unless you are torn down by the forces that be in the world and in the universe right now. Now, whether that's through love, whether that's through a job situation, whether that's through the pandemic that's been going on, whatever it is, whatever the forces that have been tearing you down, it is so that you can be very close and very aware of the true essence of who you are deep down underneath it all, so that you can bring that out to light. And I feel like, right, because the essence of what's been tearing me down lately has been these technical difficulties, has been the fact that the Wi-Fi has been going in and out, and every time I try and hold a session, it gets interrupted, and everything's disrupted. And then today, actually, quick announcement. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I have someone impersonating my Instagram who has made a second account that said btspeaks with an extra K, who is trying to scam people, and I think has successfully scammed people, unfortunately, asking for money as a psychic. And, you know, it pisses me off, to be frank, but, you know, I have to smile about it in the end, because one, what can you do? And two, the community that I'm here to help to guide, and all of us have rounded together, bound together, and everyone's been messaging me and saying, this is happening, I'm reporting it. And I think we're going to get this person taken off of Instagram pretty quickly, whoever it is that's trying to scam. And you guys have been highly aware of it. So it's just funny. Just know, if there's anyone asking you for money in my name, I will never, ever, ever reach out to you individually and say that I got a sign from Spirit to ask you for money. That is not how I work. If I know you're ready for a reading when you come to me and you say, it's time for me to get a reading, Brandon, let's do it. That's how I know. I don't go out and individually pursue these things. So just a quick PSA, if you do get a weird request like that, that is definitely not me. And please, please, please help me out and report that person so that no one else can get scammed, okay? And I am sorry if you did send money or anything like that. It is very unfortunate, but we got to take care of this thing, okay? All right, it's okay. Thank you, Jessica. I appreciate it. Nicole K, please ban them. Please report them, okay? But anyways, I digress a little bit, but I do have to say these technical difficulties, these scammers, these things that have been disrupting my life personally have really knocked me down to a level where I can see and feel what I actually truly am. And so I was really inspired, right, to get on today and to just get back to the basics, put the lapel mic back on, okay, get the fancy dancy mic out of here, just have a regular t-shirt on. I don't even have any pomade or anything in my hair, and just speak and be with you guys. And just hang out and just channel the energies as they come through and just see what comes through, because this is the most important thing. And it's not the fancy camera or lighting or suit or anything like that I've been trying to do to build up. It's like all that stuff had to just be broken down so that I could come back out to be seen and to be heard, both within myself and for you guys. And you guys have witnessed that journey and that transformation, right? And so this may be happening in this in your life as well. As the reason I'm saying this is, if there are forces in your life that are causing you to just get to the end of your rope so that you can really get down to a level, be broken down to a level where you are reminded of or come face to face with what you actually are and how you've been showing up in life, this is a blessing. And this is a blessing that Spirit wants you to know, is so that you can be more of that and embrace and love more of that, and bring more of that out to the world. Okay, so the message very strongly, and thank you so much, Carlene, I appreciate it. The message very strongly has been these forces that are here that appear to be, quote unquote, ruining your life or negatively impacting your life, you know, they're here so that any spot in which you were blind, okay, and this is getting channeled, any spot in which you were blind that wasn't truly you, that had more of a conditioning aspect or an ego aspect around it that was influencing you in some way, is showing up so that you can basically have that part of your life broken down and rebuilt. This is the most important part, is that this is the new beginning. This is the great reset of this chapter. If you guys are feeling this, it's like, come the Virgo full moon, okay, we have reached the end of a rope, an energetic rope, and the height of getting brought to a place down within ourselves where we are reminded who and what our true essence is. And that's where we're coming from at this point in time. We're coming from that place where we've been broken down, so ground down close to the essence of ourselves that we have no choice but to rise back up at this time. And so it really is this new time period about us rising back up through and because of all of the detriment, all of the pain and the struggle and the barriers that we've faced in this last cycle that we've been going through, okay? So come March 2021, and I was very strongly guided intuitively to do a reading today specifically about March 2021 and what this is going to be like both in life and in love, and energetically what is coming through for all of us at this time. Okay? So it's so great to have you here. Fireflies, I appreciate the compliment on my hair. And I'm happy to say that, yeah, this is a new chapter. This is a great reset. And it's, you know, I feel like we're holding a brand new container. We've upgraded our container to be able to hold so much more love and to expand so much more greatly than we ever thought possible. But what we've just went through was the things that was necessary in order to break the old container down so that it could expand, so that it could rise into something new. And it's just so symbolic, right? I always get these symbologies of, you know, the old router that I had. Literally, I mean, it was a good router. I went on Amazon, I purchased it, I thought it was great. And it just couldn't hold the bandwidth or the energy that we were putting out consistently. It literally failed. Like, I did an internet speed test, by the way, multiple times with that old router. And each time it would go like really strong at one point, and then I would test it again in the same conditions, and it would be super weak, and then up and down like this. And finally, I just realized this router is failing. It's only like 6 months old, and it's failing. And it's because of what energetically we've been going through. And so anyways, that old router's gone. There's a new one in its place. And energetically, the container we are all now able to hold, both within this collective, but also within yourself energetically, is so much stronger, so much more solid, and so much more consistent that it's going to be able to bring and hold so much more light for yourself and for the world, okay? So this is the breakdown, the reset that's been happening for all of us that was necessary in order to, again, bring us to a level where we are humbled and we are aware and we are basically able to be rebuilt in a new way, right? The way now that we are creating. So the difference here, and this is again getting channeled here, is the difference in who we were, the container we had, and who we are now, is that the old container was built off of conditioning. It was built off of mindsets, and it was built off of control, and it was built off of doing the things that we thought were necessary to be worthy, to be okay, to be good, to be successful, yada, 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 yada. And that container had to be broken in half and split and destroyed. And what had to be created was a container energetically within you that can now be built or created upon your ability to create yourself. So everything that's happening now and in the future is because of what you want to create. And so what I'm hearing is you now have the ability to seamlessly, right, create the version of yourself that you want to bring out into the world. There's a new ability or power to create step by step the person you want to become moving forward in the future at this time. That's the opportunity that's hidden within the great reset that's happening energetically here. Okay? All right. Well, that's enough of a channel message for now. Let's go ahead and open the ceremony officially, and then we'll get into the channeled tarot readings, and we'll go from there. All right, officially open the ceremony now. Between myself and the collective, I am reading for, channeling for, calling in my spirit guides, calling in the spirit guides of the collective, calling in my angels and the angels for the collective, calling in the archangels, masters, loved ones, wise ones, Archangel Michael, calling you in as well, Archangel Raphael, calling you in as well, Archangel Gabriel, Jesus Christ and Mary Magdalene, calling all of you into this ceremony now for the collective reading in love and in life for the highest good and healing of all involved, listening now and in the future. Please, Spirit, allow me to channel with the utmost clarity, confirmation, and healing ability for the highest good and healing of everyone involved in listening now and in the future. Thank you so much. The ceremony is now officially open. Okay. Let me check in if there's any channeled messages here right off the bat. I know that was a bit of a channeled message already, but let's see if there's any more specifically for March 2021. So much love is coming your way. This love, we want you to know, is only able to arrive, to come to your doorstep because of the work that you have done and because of the new embodiment or container that you now hold and have created for yourself. And not just for yourself, loved ones, but for other people in your life. And we are seeing one person specifically that this container of love will be there to hold for. We want you to know that this is the container of love necessary to be able to support in the most authentic, loving, and powerful way this unique container or relationship that you are formulating here with another in your life. There was and is no other way to create this type of container other than the work that you have been putting in for yourself and the light that you are now able to hold in what we would call as an upgraded manner. We want you to know it all starts from here. The roadway for what you would like to create and what you would like to express has now been cleared in a way to fully allow for the potentiality of any situation in your life to be heard, expressed, or played out. This was not there in this manner before, but we do want you to know it is here now that will allow for any of the visions or the stories that you know to be of and within your highest good to be enacted on the earth in your life, tangibly. The work has been done in this regard, and it is now about allowing the story to play itself out in the way that you have felt is destined, and for holding the space required with the new container you've built that has been built for you, with you, for this to bloom. We are sending love and luck all of your way. And we want you to have the highest hope in regards to love and your situation that you can possibly have at this time. This is the time when the potentiality can now be enacted in the way that you have seen inside. And that's it. They just dropped that one. There was no final message. Okay. So it seemed like a long time. Like sometimes I lose track of time when the channeling starts, but from what I remember, they spoke about just knowing that everything you've been seeing, feeling, and acting towards and moving towards at this time that just hasn't been ready. It's not like it doesn't feel like it's just going to happen instantaneously. It just feels like the potential of what you've been waiting for now has an actual earthly potential to come into play, right? Whereas before it was maybe purely just a spiritual connection or a spiritual knowing or an energetic knowing. Now what they're saying is that it has like this realistic, real life potential to come into play and to formulate itself through the next events that occur. And those events that occur, we have no idea what they're going to be, how they're going to play out. But they're saying that it's through those events that occur now that will allow for the potentiality you've been feeling to play itself out in real life. And so now that you're aware of that, it's important to just allow that to start to come into play, right? Because what I feel is there's going to be some action stuff, right, happening that is connected with your situation, that doesn't seem to be connected with your situation, that will lead to it formulating, if that makes sense. So just look out for any coincidentally synchronistic messages, events, notes, feelings, things like that, because it is going to start to come into play at this time. Okay. And now because you built the container, it can hold that. All right, so you had to build that. You had to go through that. We all had to go through this in order to build the container to hold this type of love. That's basically what they were saying. It's like we wouldn't have known how to hold this container of love without going through what we've gone through. Now it's possible to hold this type of love, this degree of love, if that makes sense. Okay, well, I guess we're using the unknown, the wild unknown. Bottom of the deck, we have the Strength card already shown up. Okay, in this deck, it's about more of a masculine energy, I would say, that is connected via an energetic soul tie or an infinity bond here. Okay, who has a very solid knowing with the infinity symbol on the forehead, on his forehead, of awakening and awareness of the love that he would like to give or to show or to express to someone. And it's because of this awareness, this newfound awareness through the third eye temple here, that this masculine energy now is able to devote this gift of caring, love, and support to someone. So this is underneath the deck, meaning that this is tied in with energetically the thing that is going to start to formulate itself in real, raw potentiality. Okay. Let me see, but before we use do we want to draw just a couple oracle? I think so. I think we're going to start drawing some oracle cards. Let me just draw a few oracles. Okay. And let's see. All right, Spirit, can we get some preliminary messages about the theme of this reading for March 2021 that we need to know with this particular oracle deck? Hello. Follow your heart. 11. Welcome. So good to have you here. Greetings from LA. Awesome. Thank you, Isabella. Capricorn Sun, Cancer Rising, Gemini Moon. Anna T. Thank you, Anna. All right, let's draw a few cards here. Virgo. We got a Virgo in the house. What's up, Millie? Ashley's a Pisces. Dulce, what's going on? Good to see you on here, Dulce. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. April, hello. Heather says, this morning I got Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, and Lovers. Woo! Right? Kitty loves tofu from Miami. All right. Okay. All right. Spirit says to draw 3 of these cards. I don't want to spend too long on here. I was watching a replay of my live stream, and I'm like, dude, you talk way too much about things that aren't relevant. You just got to get into the content. So I'm trying to do that as much as possible. Here we go. So we have the Wild Woman here. All right. We have the Earth Keeper. And we have the Witness. Now, the Witness showed up in last week's live stream, if you guys remember. Now, the Witness is someone who has been given the curse and the blessing to be able to observe, all right, everything that's been going on. And so what I feel Spirit is here to remind us is that is still very much true, is that Spirit wants you to a little bit, I would feel, detach from each individual action that happens here in March of 2021, and to kind of separate a little bit from it to observe overall the bigger picture of where it is in the story of your arc, okay? Because ultimately the story is this, okay? Let me just lay this out for a second. The story between you in love, or love generally right now, is basically the requirement for 2 people to come together when it is right, when each one comes to the other in a right way energetically, with respect, love, devotion, curiosity, passion, okay, engagement, and transparency, honesty and truth, and communication. These are all the elements you want to look for in a relationship to come together. Now, when that is able to happen, okay, then yes, true love can finally start to bloom between 2 people in a situation. That is overall what we are looking for. That is the container that we've been preparing for ourselves to hold, all right, in this situation. As the Witness, though, you have to remember that if anything less happens, like let's say something happens, there's an action taken by someone, and it's not in alignment with this feeling or this knowing of how it should be, you have to know that it's leading towards that place, and that it's not necessarily like a, oh, okay, it's not aligned with that, so it's done forever. It's kind of like a, no. Detach. Allow yourself to feel into the greater picture of what's happening, where someone is in their journey, where you are in your journey, and whether or not it's right for you to engage with one another at this time. This is what Spirit is really asking you to come to terms with. And this is a very mature and very wise way of dealing with our emotions and dealing with love. Because the lesson of the Divine Feminine at this time has been to be engaged in a deeply loving situation with another person that we feel very, very divinely connected to. But at the same time, knowing that the way the relationship was, or the way that we felt, or the way that we were treated, or the way that whatever it was not fully in alignment with how it ultimately could be, or the best for both people, or the highest good of everyone involved. That it wasn't in alignment with that. In a realistic, tangible way, we've realized that through this breakdown of the container, right? So, what Spirit is asking is, it's time to, sit back and to observe if and when and how and in what way it's going to get to the place where it should be. But the reason why we're all here is so we can have the awareness of what's happening. So that way we don't get in our heads too much or have to suffer too much with overthinking or doubting or just... These messages I'm really getting more and more. The power of them is to confirm what you already know deep down inside, or what you're being led to confirm those things that you might have a tendency not to believe, because the mind has a tendency to doubt everything and to not really believe what you've been told by yourself intuitively, right? So this is why you're here, and just know that this is so that you can come back and confirm and go, okay, as a witness in this situation, as someone who's rather detached, that way I'm not suffering in the midst of all this emotion, I know and I can feel when the story is in the right place to take the next step. And I'm willing, because I love myself so much, I'm speaking on behalf of the collective here, I'm willing, because I love myself so much, to wait until the story has reached that point with me and another person in a love situation. Okay? So that's the power here of being the witness. We have Earthkeeper and we have Wild Woman. This is a very, very specifically divine feminine reading. Okay? We have the Earthkeeper and we have the Wild Woman. Okay? Earthkeeper and Wild Woman. It's the power of the divine feminine, okay? The power, this is going to sound a little weird, all right? But just hang with me here. The power of the divine feminine really lies in her ability to dance within the darkness of life and the earth and the nature of how things are, and the depths of the unknown and the darkness and the energy of the moon, in full loving embrace of all of it, of all of the unknown, wild, dark, passionate, deep, mysterious energies, 8th house in astrology, occultism, magic energies that lie here in this universe and in this earth. And the ability, her magic, to be able to dance within that, shining her own light as she dances within that darkness, in order to bring that back out within the world without a care in the world, but with the deep confidence and inner knowing that she is making huge strides and impact in everyone around her through her inspiration, okay, and through her spontaneity and through the depths of what she's experienced. So it really is about not being afraid anymore to express everything, every part, all of yourself and all of the darkness within yourself that you've experienced or gone through. Because darkness, in a way, is no more than just a part of the human experience. It's wild, sensual, sexual passion, right? Sexuality in general. Okay? It's the darkness of not knowing, the confusion, the chaos, right? The thing that doesn't know how to or cannot be controlled. The essence of the divine feminine. Okay? So that is what's being called for or able to be released at this time. Okay? It's that power and that freedom and that sensuality I'm hearing that is actually the thing that draws magnetically, okay, almost magically, the things that will be able to hold, all right, or to have, be able to hold and to engage in new potentiality with this energy. Okay? This is the thing, interestingly, that I keep getting that will attract, that will magnetically attract the love, the opportunities, the magic, the synchronicities, everything in your life that you could possibly want to draw towards you can be brought to you through the expression of this type of darker, real, sensual, sexual, passionate, chaotic, and amazing energy. The wildness of the divine feminine. This is Lilith energy at its finest. And at the same time, the Earth Keeper, at the same time, learning to know and to embrace this side of ourselves within of the divine feminine as something that can and should be wholly, fully loved and expressed, and is part of our nature, and is in a deep inner and external connection with the earth itself. That the expression of our wildness, okay, of the deep, dark passion that lies within, is nothing more than a natural expression and a desired expression of that of the earth itself, and what the earth wants. Okay, and it's an extent. What I'm feeling is it's an extension of what the earth at this time wants to express through us. Okay, in order to claim, actually, what I'm feeling is reclaim the power, all right, and the divinity that she holds, specifically she. Okay, so very much, I mean, very passionate, very intense, and very strong, and also very dark. And the other thing that I want to share too is that if the connotation you hold right now around dark is like, I don't know, bad in some way, or mischievous, or lesser than the light, it's not. It's not. It's darkness is the essence of the divine feminine. That's just like the esoteric science of it is like there's dark and there's light, yin and there's yang, magnet or positive and negative, right? And one is naturally dark, one is naturally light. We're all both of them, but the feminine is classically known as the darker side, and the earth is known as the darker side, whereas the light and the stars are known as the masculine or the light, but they need each other to thrive. So anyways, all that being said, dark is not a bad thing, and this month is going to be about embracing that inner darkness and loving it, and knowing that it is essential for us on this part of the journey to express that through our very nature. Okay? Okay, interesting message here to start things off. Let's go ahead and get into the channeled tarot. Hopefully my camera will stay alive, because it just shut down for no random reason. But all right. Michelle says, funny that you worded this way. Dancing is the way I raise my vibes. Yes. Michelle says, the part of me that others have always tried to tamper down and make me feel bad about. Yeah, that's because it's scary. It's scary. It's scary to both other people and to ourselves. And there's fear there, right? There's fear when it comes to darkness and when it comes to that side of ourselves and expressing that side of ourselves. Carlene says, you made me do a double take. I'm the darkness. I don't know if you're the darkness, Carlene, but we all certainly have darkness inside of us. And it's about bringing that darkness out to express it so it can be heard, seen, recognized, and valued. Okay? And loved, by the way. Loved and accepted for what it is. Okay. Spirit guides, loved ones, masters, wise ones, can we get some channel messages here in love and in life for the collective I'm reading here for here in March 2021. Let's go ahead and start the reading here. Okay. All right, I'm going to switch over to the other view here. There we go. It's a little bit close up today, but hopefully we can be okay. All right, we have the Fool card. showing up here. Let me get the first few cards as well. Two of Wands, Three of Wands, the Mother of Wands, the Son of Cups, and the Mother of Cups. Wow. Okay. Very interesting energy. So there's definitely that new beginning energy that's here, that's present, right? Well, this is really crooked. Hold on. There we go. I think that will fix it. All right. There's definitely that new beginning, leap of faith-oriented energy that's here. From someone who is very much in a deep inner knowing or recognition of themselves here. Mother of Wands is someone who knows herself, him or herself. Okay, this could be male or female, to the core of who he or she is. And through that knowingness can walk forward in faith and claim and move towards what he or she would want. Now this is connected to Three of Wands and Two of Wands, the vision, the honed in, specified vision of what they want through the exploration of, or the allowance of discovering all the possibilities in one's life. Two of Wands, okay? So Two of Wands is a necessary separation that had to happen because of, and space here, you could see starting with space, to see, to feel, and to experience all of the different exciting possibilities that could be in life, all the potentialities, right? It's an exploration or a knowingness or a discovery of the potentialities that could happen or would want to happen in one's life, which then got honed in, and I'm seeing like a, kind of a coal being refined into a diamond, into one specific particular vision connected to one's own inner knowing about who he or she is, to be able to help to move forward. The other thing that's interesting here is we have the Son of Cups and the Mother of Cups. Okay, so what I'm really getting here is there's been a transformation of the ability to be able to give love genuinely, authentically, and strongly to someone through this former way of being that someone was stuck in, of not being able to really give their full cup. So it's almost like what I'm getting is through this whole time and space and exploration, someone has realized they aren't able or weren't able to fully give a real cup of devotion or love because of the fact that they had some inner work to be done that was necessary for them to transform. Because what I'm also sensing here is there is a very much transformed energy that went from the Son of Cups into Mother of Wands and Mother of Cups here. Okay, and this is, of course, this can be read a number of ways, but that's the first thing intuitively that's coming here, is that there's been someone or both people in a situation who have gone from someone who, again, this container, right, this container of love, the blackness in this cup, not able to hold true, unconditional, higher vibration love. Going from that into, okay, someone fully connected to their heart and also someone fully connected to who they are. And this honestly could represent, and I'm feeling it's representing the journey of both sides of the collective, right? One side moving more so into connecting and opening the heart and the emotions, and the other side going into a place where they know themselves so well that they know their worth and they know what they want and they're willing to go for that no matter what. That's the kind of story that's happening energetically that's playing itself out right now. Okay. With the overall goal, we'll just pull this random, it's not random, it's on the bottom of the deck. The overall goal to get to the top of the mountain, right, in order to basically be one, all right, with the sun that shines here. But also we have what it looks like, maybe the moon behind it or on top of it or something like that. Let's draw some more cards. We have the Daughter of Cups. Yeah, definitely a mirroring energy here. Middle of the spread, we have the Daughter of Wands. We have the Five of Pentacles here, the Son of Swords, the Five of Wands, and the Daughter of Cups here. Okay. Yeah, this was the frustration, right? This was the frustration of essentially what's been going on, or the story that's been told, or what may be happening at this time, or what you may start to okay, this is what's coming through. You may start to receive actual tangible physical contact with the potentiality of a situation in March, but from an energetically, from a perspective of someone here who's not, all right, coming from a space of that true full alignment that we were talking about from the beginning of the show. Okay, this is someone, Daughter of Wands, Daughter of Cups. It's so interesting because we have so many like evolutions and going back and forths and mirroring energy here. Because we have the Son of Cups and the Daughter of Cups here. Daughter of Wands, Mother of Wands, Son of Swords. Okay. But this row is basically embracing or coming into contact with someone who, again, at this time, is showing a bit of their true passion, desire, and love. All right, who shows up and wants to show a little bit of that, but maybe isn't fully willing to show it all at this time, or to give it all, right, at this time. And it's kind of a, what it causes is, it's almost what I'm getting, it's so interesting. It's almost for the purpose of causing conflict in your life and confusion in your life, all right? Is what I'm getting as to why they show up in this way and energy shows up in your life in this way, is to cause a little bit of that conflict or confusion in your life, as kind of like, in some ways, like a cry for attention or a cry for help, or their way of engaging with you so that it can be figured out in the right way, okay? Because it's almost like they might, at this time, not know what to do or how to do this or what to say or what to share, right? Because Daughter of Cups and Daughter of Wands, this is kind of that not fully ready or not fully willing to, or hasn't gone through the depths of being able to or willing to share the full truth there. And it's coming from a place of, again, wanting to cause some conflict, or Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold, feeling sad, feeling lost, really feeling those feelings, right? This is kind of the source of where it's coming. And then what this causes you, right, Son of Swords, is to go into this place potentially of doubt, fear, judgment, confirmation of your worst fears, right? The fear that might be coming up right now for you collectively. Oh boy, camera, don't start showing me off on me. Is that this person may show up and not be ready, and they may be in their old ways a little bit or not fully be authentic with the overall picture, and then you're going to have to not say no to them again or something like that. And that's probably exactly right. It's kind of the feeling I'm getting, is like this might be a way of seeing and testing the container that you've built for yourself, in terms of standing strong in knowing what you're ultimately going for, what you're willing to accept and allow in your life, and what you want as your future. Okay? So again, it's the Three of Wands being put to the test. The ultimate feeling or vision of what you want to go for and create and hold in your life and your life vision is going to be put to the test by someone showing up here in a light of not really wanting to fully be all the way into what you know is meant for you. Okay. Last row here, we have the Eight of Wands, High Priestess, the Mother of Pentacles, and the Star card. Okay. And last row here is typically, Okay, overall outcome, advice, or context from spirit in a situation in life you're dealing with for the month of March. So, what does this high priestess mean? Well, it means that basically you're going to see through the facade. Okay? It means that you have come to a place spiritually, emotionally, energetically where you are very clearly going to see the source of where they're coming from in their actions to you in your life. High priestess. And what I'm getting is it's going to be very obvious to you at this point, and it's your duty to, again, hold true to what you ultimately know is right and feels right for you and your vision you want to create and go for in your life. Okay? 8 of Wands here. Again, this is going to happen unexpectedly, all right, in a random way that you're not seeing coming, you're not supposed to see coming. It's just like the energy of someone showing up and saying, "Oh, here I am again," right? And I'm here to cause some chaos or some trouble in your life. And what are you going to do with it, right? That's kind of the energy that I'm getting here. Interestingly, we have Mother of Pentacles here, Son of Pentacles. Again, there's this very much. We have this is really interesting. We have Daughter of Cups, Mother of Cups. Son of Cups, Mother of Wands, and now we have Mother of Pentacles, Son of Pentacles. So there's something here with, again, either going back and forth between like a higher and lower state, being triggered to go back into a way of being that's just, right, not truly aligned. Could also represent too, like, it could represent like fears coming up because of and through childhood also. Like there could be a lot of childhood wounds that are showing up at this time that are affecting the behavior of both you and this person. Okay? But either way, what we're looking for is stability and consistency at this time, and don't feel that it's really showing up at this moment, at least for March here. Okay. Yeah, I'm really getting, especially with this row here, with the Son of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, and the Son of Pentacles, it's coming from an energy of someone feeling really lost. Just like unsure of what to do, where to go, what to decide, and so they're kind of just like, I don't know what to do anymore. Here I am, like, let's figure it out kind of deal. And it's just like, I'm coming into this place of like wanting nurturing and love and support from you, all right? Because I know you can give it to me. I know you can give me that next step or that healing or that nurturing or that support that you've given me in the past. And it's kind of that, what I'm getting is it's kind of like that energy is coming in to seek that from you. And I just have to say it, unfortunately, it's not necessarily something for you to provide for them. You may be tempted to, but in the end, it's their thing that they have to kind of clean up. Or to work with, or to find out, or to step into, right? And so it's almost like there's a little bit of a depending, like a energy of dependence on what you were able to provide for them in their life that they're now missing or needing. That unless and it's what I'm getting is there's nothing wrong with giving them support in that way, right? But darn camera keeps turning off. But they have to approach this in the right way. They have to be willing to express and to be and to share all, right? Authentically, openly, deeply, for you to, I feel, in a harmonious way, give the love and support and acknowledgement to this person, okay? So just be aware of that. And it's kind of like, look, I love you, and also if we're going to do anything in this way, we have to start from you being authentic, sharing the truth of where you're at, what you're going through, why you're here, and maybe, yeah, I can give you the next step, but I don't think it's going to be necessarily starting a relationship right now at this time, maybe in the future, but this isn't the right approach. This isn't the right energy for that, So that's what I'm getting, all right? Now, obviously, as a tarot reader, right, I always want and I always hope as a human for the best possible outcome, and saying, oh, well, this is the time, this is the month, right? This is it, that they're going to come in with this approach, and it's going to be exactly how we imagine and exactly what we're looking for and what we want. And I wish I could say that, but I have to be honest with you. I have to be authentic, and I have to share what the cards are sharing. That's what's going to happen. Star card and Two of Wands, though, again, the continued message is here as the witness to this. You're aware through these channeled messages and through your own intuition that if that's the approach that comes to you from an energy of someone who wants to commingle with you again, it's not what you're looking to be involved in, right? You're not looking to kind of cater to that or to give to that or to be someone else's mom, right? Okay, it's kind of what I'm getting is like, you're not here to be someone else's mom. They have to learn that for themselves. Okay? And it likely would stem from a mother issue. It likely would stem from a mother issue. And that's probably why the childhood stuff, I really do feel that the mother issue, the mother wound is coming up big in this month here to be addressed by both of you. All right? Let's see what the final outcome card is. Oh, not the Temperance card. If you're a fire sign like me, you know that this card and me have a very unique love-hate relationship, because it always speaks of patience, and it always speaks of balancing, and it always speaks of divine timing. And I'm like, oh, divine timing. But it's so well, and it's so true, and it matches up so perfectly with this reading, right? It's like, dude, because the whole message was, hey, bottom of the deck, 10 of Cups. Bottom of the deck is 10 of Cups, right? The ultimate potential of what could be between this person and you. You know this. Deep down underneath, you know the potentiality, Two of Wands, of you and this person that comes back into your life. They're not acting in that way, apparently, this month. That was the theme. And so it's the message as the witness is to not say, okay, well, I gave them one more chance to show up in my life. They didn't show up right. Now it's just done forever because they're not worthy of me, or that kind of thing. No. It's about the energy that they're showing up in still isn't exactly what the potentiality is or can be. And so it's saying, have patience, have love, have understanding, and allow for that time to happen for this person, okay, to be in the right energy, to be with you, and to be in this container with you. Wow. This is Spirit. Honestly, Spirit could not be more specific with this reading. It really couldn't. Thank you. Father of Swords and Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, it's not just about patience. It's about actually having boundaries. Ugh. Still, okay? If and when this person shows up in this way, it is not about coddling them. It's not about giving them what they think they need from you. It's about having boundaries. And it's about upholding those boundaries, and at the same time having patience for this person to get it right in their own way. Because now this is very strong. Because now I will share something special, though. Because I know this is kind of like shoot, kind of tarot read, right? Like, darn it, not again, right? But it's kind of the energy I do get that's positive, that shows that there's progress being made, is that someone now wants to try. Okay? That's the difference in what it was before and what it is now, is someone now wants to try and to start this journey. Finally. Right? Whereas before, I don't sense that they were even willing to try, right? It was like, it was their way or the highway, their God's gift to the world. They didn't do anything wrong, right? They were willing to kind of run away and to hide into their own, I'm just saying it how it is, right? Their own world, and convince themselves of whatever reality they thought or needed or wanted to be in. And now there's been this shift of, okay, maybe I was wrong before. Maybe I'm willing to look at the stuff that I did wrong and take accountability for it. And maybe I really haven't done too much healing in the way that I needed to do the healing, unfortunately. But at least I'm willing to try and to show up again and to be involved in the spark of this. Now, that's positive. That's positive. And someone asked on TikTok why the change is happening. Honestly, I don't know. But that's just what I'm sensing. And there's nothing really here that would share why the change happened besides the fact that time has happened and energy has changed, and the energy is changing. And it started with the full moon in Virgo. That happened on Thursday, I think, this last week. That was the end. That was the end or the shift into this next chapter, where you will have a person here who is coming into your life again from the past, who is going to test the container that you've created for yourself and the vision that you want, who doesn't really know what to do at this time with the love and the change that they feel, but at least they're willing to try and they're willing to start, and they're willing to go down the path of working on themselves. That's what I'm getting here. And you are probably going to help that along by telling them that and just being like, look, here's what I've experienced from you. I love you. And this just isn't going to work for me at this time. I've got my own things going on, and this is what I would need to be in a container with you. And, if and when you can come in right and approach that right, and I'm also in the right space, then maybe it can work out. That's the kind of energy that's coming in. Okay? But specifically, and it's not that you have to shut this person out, but what I'm getting is this person will try to get into your life again, and be involved in some way. I'm sorry about the camera. I'm going to have to shut this down. Be involved in some way, okay? And to kind of mess with your emotions or mess with your thoughts. Just don't allow that to happen. Just wait, okay? Just wait. And just share with them the truth that they need to see or have reflected back to them, and see what they do with that. Because they're lost, and they're at least hoping that you can point them in the right direction and to share with them what they would need to do or where to go. And all you need to tell them is look, person, if you really want this, you have to go look at this that has been shown up in your life, and the way you've been showing up, and the way you've been treating this situation, and the way you've been treating me. And, if you go work on yourself, this can possibly work out. And you can, the other thing that's important to assure them, that I'm hearing, is to assure them that you still love them, if you do. Okay? If you truly do feel in your heart of hearts that you love this person, and that one day you do see a future with them, please be open to them with that. Okay, that's very important. Even if they didn't give that to you during this last period or cycle, it's important that you share with them that even though they're not showing up in a place where you're willing to engage with them in a relationship or container at this time, that you do love them and you do ultimately, see a potential of that happening if it can come in right, but that you're willing to hold your boundaries until that time, right? And that is the most powerful thing you can do, not just for them, but for yourself, because that just shows yourself how much you respect yourself and you love yourself, right? That you're willing to not essentially give in, okay, to an energy that's in your life that's not right. Okay, I think we've expanded on that enough. Underneath the deck, we have the 10 of Cups, the 7 of Cups, the 3 of Cups, the Father of Cups, and the Strength card here. Beautiful. By the way, you have 6 of Cups here, Father of Wands. I mean, wow. With the 7 of Cups energy here underneath the deck, it's right underneath the 10 of Cups, right? It's also a choice between what you really want, okay? What you really want, because chances are, I'll say this as plainly as it's coming through. This is on the bottom of the deck, okay? With these two cards here, 10 of Cups and 7 of Cups, they're underneath. It's underneath the 10 of Cups for a purpose. It's like right underneath the 10 of Cups potentiality that's here lies the confusion of, or the pursuance of, multiple or other options that could distract away or take the place of essentially the 10 of Cups potentiality. And so the important thing to know here is, because there will be, and there are potentially other options, other people in your life who would like to be in a container with you, right? But if you're in this unique type of connection and story that's being played out, chances are you really, truly, deep down feel very different about what the potentiality could be between you and this person, and what the potentiality could be between you and anyone else on this planet. It doesn't mean that you can't be happy without this soul connection. But what it does mean is that right now at this time, there is a potentiality that's playing out that will lead to the happiest possible way of being, state, union, relationship, life that is able to manifest in your life. And it is a possibility, and it is a potentiality, and nothing is set in stone. And this is the story, if you're watching here with all these cards, that's playing out in order for you and us to get to that place, right? But right underneath that is, well, maybe it's actually not for me. Maybe there's this other person who could make me just as happy. And look, you may have other people in your life, I'm just going to say this straight out, that you relate to, that are, provide a lot of value in some way, that are agreeable, that are friendly, that are fun to be with in some way. But you just don't feel that deep, real, soul, passionate connection of fire that you feel with this 10 of Cups potentiality. It's just not there, right? So it's important still to know this and to maybe go on some dates and to see, okay, well, there's these other options, if blah, blah, blah. But chances are you're going to quickly see that you just don't feel the same way about what this other person could be with in your life that you're going on a date with. You know what I mean? It's like you're great as a person. In every other way in my mind, you check the box energetically, okay? Like you're friendly, you're successful, you're mature, you are attractive, like all these things. And yet, deep, 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 deep down, whatever this is that I still don't understand as a human being, the 10 of Cups potentiality that's here for this collective right now just is not there. Okay, so it's just important to know this, that's what's happening. It's not a sin to go out on other dates with other people and things like that, but really we're asking you, Spirit's asking all of us to be true to the potentiality that we want to pursue and to be true to ourselves in that regard. Okay? All right, 3 of Cups, Strength, Father of Cups, and 6 of Cups. This is basically saying the energy that is right to come in, right? Strength card. Okay, Strength card, by the way, Strength card was underneath the deck, right? It's not being seen. This is the energy you would want. Spirit is saying it's time to wait until this energy shows up in your life. Father of Cups. Father of Cups. By the way, divine masculine energy, again. So it's very clear on Spirit's end. Father of Cups, Strength card, Father of Pentacles, right? Someone stable, giving a real offer. Someone who is strong in their will to express themselves in love, right, and in life. Okay, 6 of Cups, and someone, of course, you share a deep, deep past life soul connection with. So, anyways, that's the current story that's going on, guys. Let me check in with the comments here on YouTube and see how everyone's doing. Unique story this week, right? Sana says, what do you see for the other person in this reading? Seems like DF is asked to do all the work. No. The feminine here is actually asked not to do the work, right? So the feminine here is just about actually like continuing to set those boundaries and to pursue and to dance and to be free and to express herself and to really enjoy life in a way that she hasn't before because of the responsibility of doing all this work. And it's actually about the divine masculine being asked to show up in this container of love to his divine feminine in a way that someone has done work, right? That someone is showing up in with strength and with passion and with maturity. And the divine feminine is asked to actually lay off a little bit and to go, well, I'm not going to give you the nurturing and the coddling and the mother thing that you're needing or think you need from me, and it's a step away. Right? What else we got? Heather says, feel like you are talking to me personally. You are so right on, Brandon. Thank you so much. Well spoken. You are so good with interpreting into words. Thank you. I appreciate that. What else do we got here? We have Carlene, I hope you're doing well. Thank you, Brandon, for everyone here allowing me to vent and try to release past toxicities. I love it. I love it. Yeah, this is a safe space for you, Carlene. This is a safe space for everyone here, by the way. It's part of the magic of this live container is if you guys, this is such a loving and amazing community of people, all, by the way, all going through the same thing. And I'm pretty sure at this time there's a mix of both sides of the collective on either side that are in this chat with us. So it's a cool opportunity to explore what the other side is going through, what the other side is feeling energetically, right? It's a unique time. So if there's anyone in here in the chat that is being triggered or triggering or saying stuff, it's okay. It's okay, right? We're going to keep it safe. We're going to keep it healthy and safe. But I also don't want to be one of those people who says, oh, it's only positive stuff all the time. It's like, you know what? That's BS. Okay? I'm a real human. I'm embracing the darkness within me, the darkness within the world, accepting it for what it is. And if you need to vent some of that darkness into the chat, then, we'll hold some space for you. Okay? And I'm asking everyone here too to be willing to hold that space for people. Okay? All right, let me read a couple more here. Lovecat says, I'll be his friend, but as I said, he keeps hating me, but even the friendship is at stake now because he hurt me too much. Oh, you guys crack me up. We're talking about fetishes in here. Michelle says, F me, boundaries and patience. I know. It's the hardest, right? We'll be okay. That's the thing, is it's not going to be a difficult thing. It'll just be a kind of a reminder of what we need to do. Okay. Let's switch gears. Yeah, why not? I'm going to do 3 final cards here, and then we'll head into the astrology. And the astrology portion for you guys is going to be this week ahead. So it's going to be specifically, what are the energies coming this week? What are the planetary alignments? What are the themes? What are the feelings we might get? And normally we can confirm a lot of the channeling we got through this tarot through the specific alignments that are coming through astrologically. Okay? So that'll be the next portion we're going into. And then if we have time and I have the energy, because there's been a lot of energy channeled already and I can feel it starting to wear me down a little bit, creep in, we'll finish out with maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll do some mini readings. Maybe we'll do some like a love-specific reading. But, oh, wow. Okay. Oh, there's number 3. Okay, well, I asked for 3 final outcome cards, and we got some cards that just fell out pretty magically, I would say. We have the Ace of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Father of Pentacles. And the specific order of this was, I believe, Hierophant first, then Ace of Cups, and the Father of Pentacles. So if this is going to be, there's a few messages with this that Spirit wants to lay out before we move on to the astrology. If this message is resonating with your situation, and or you have been getting or will get these intuitive downloads of truth, of confirmation, of something in your situation surrounding the new potentiality of love between you and a certain person. Okay, that's what Spirit is. So Spirit is saying, what I'm hearing is, you will know at this time, because there is 2 potentialities, and I have to address these 2 potentialities, okay? You will know at this time, I'm feeling either now or soon after this reading, whether or not the potentiality you had with someone from your past is possible, okay? Or if it's meant to be with someone brand new, all right? But what I'm really getting, though, with this is that this person who shows up, all right, when they do show up, because they definitely will show up, if they do show up and act in the manner that I'm channeling here, ironically, that is the person that you have the Ace of Cups, brand new, everlasting potentiality of love with, that will lead to the Ten of Cups. Okay? This, in its own right, should be a real, tangible confirmation. If they do show up in this month sometime, this will be your confirmation that, okay, this is my person still, even if they haven't spoken to me in a long time and they're showing up at this time and they're not in the right energy, that in itself is a confirmation, right? However, if you have gotten this intuitive download that it's not that person and that it's someone new and you desire something brand new and that you want to move forward with something new, you may not even have to go through this situation, because I don't feel like they're going to show up again. I feel what's going to happen is you're going to wait. It's going to be, the energy is going to wait until this new person or situation comes into your life and shows up out of the blue and comes in right. Okay? Those are the 2 potentialities here. All right? So, and I'm channeling that because I sense that some of us on this live stream, right, may not, they could have had a similar situation or similar person, but it's also, maybe it's not meant to work out with that particular person. That's a potentiality here with the growing collective that I'm channeling for, and it would be someone new. But, big caveat here, because I don't want you guys to be up in the air and be wondering, oh, I don't know if it's that person or not that person. No. If that person shows up, and two, if you have gotten by the Virgo full moon an intuitive download or confirmation that this person from your past is your person with the potentiality that you would like to pursue ultimately, then that is your person. Okay? And Spirit is essentially saying to know that you have been or will be very specifically, intuitively confirmed whether or not what to do, right? What to pursue. Okay? The other thing is, Father of Pentacles, is there is a big like push right now, I would say, or potentiality to become fully independent when it comes to finances. Part of the expression of the wild woman here, right, that showed up in the oracle reading, in the beginning of the reading, is the freedom and the lack of bounds or binds that tie her down to anything or anyone, and being able to live through her authentic freedom and expression. And what I'm really getting here is a lot of us in the collective are getting these intuitive hits of something else we're supposed to be doing when it comes to career or business. Because the Father of Pentacles is a strong and centered and grounded entrepreneurial figure. And so what I'm getting is, now is the time to really pursue that authentic, wild, and free creative expression of your uniqueness, of your passion, of your special skill or talent in a way that can earn you money. All right? And the purpose of that is really for freedom. It's really so that you can live life in a way that is truly free from having to be bound or controlled by or listen to anyone else. And the other thing Spirit wants me to channel too is that this is this might still be part of the belief system, right, or the limitations we previously thought that we were subjected to, that is getting healed or cleansed at this time. Because the energy wants to move into a space of more allowance, more freedom, right? Less having to be bound to anyone or someone, and to truly create a living out of what you are here to do. So anyone that resonates with, it's absolutely that time to shift your focus into that area and to build that for yourself, which will in a lot of ways also help to support you in the container of love that will be coming here. Okay? All right. All right, that feels complete to me. Wheel of Fortune on the deck, that always speaks of, right? Financial abundance, wealth, maybe even wealth that you don't believe is coming to you or you're able to get or attain or anything like that. It absolutely is. And any limiting belief you have around that, okay, something we'd want to work on. By the way, I'm going to do like a shameless plug here. If you haven't liked the YouTube video, please do me a favor, like the video. Helps this video, get to more people so we can guide more people, of course, and build this soul family and community. And helps the video be seen to those people who need it the most. Also, if you guys want a one-on-one session with me, I offer something now. I've really refined it down to what I'm here to do for you and the world. I call it a clarity conversation. It's a one-on-one session with me. It's $275. And what it is I basically allow both of our guides to come through and for me to speak out similarly as I'm doing now for the collective, for you specifically. And so if there's something that your guides, your angels, right, your intuition has been trying to tell you, but you maybe feel blocked or not able to get it, that's what my gift is here, to be able to speak out, to express for you, to give you next steps and clarity in your situation. And all the other sessions I offer on my website, brandontobias.com, so check them out if you want. And if you are new here, be sure to subscribe so you can join the soul family and never miss a live collective reading ever again. Let's hop into the astrology for this week ahead. I'm going to make this pretty quick, I think. You know, no long drawn out 2-hour astrology readings. Let me change the camera view. Boom. Okay. All right. So TikTok, if you guys are on TikTok, I'm still going to speak to you, but the charts are on YouTube if you want to see the charts live. But we're going to be talking about the astrology for this week ahead. Okay. All right. So here we go. So we have Venus in. Oh, that's what shifted. Venus came into Pisces. I just realized why everything shifted in love. The big change. Venus came into Pisces towards the end of the Virgo full moon. Venus was in Aquarius at the end degrees of Aquarius. And so it was really this kind of up in the air kind of situation, unsure, the possibilities, blah, blah, blah. Venus moving into Pisces makes things pretty clear when it comes to love. Now, Venus is moving closer to the sun. And by the way, when Venus moves close to the sun, and we're going to see when that happens here, we might have to go out a little bit, but by March, I'm going to go ahead. Wow. I'm not even there. This isn't the same week, but March 15th, holy cow, March, let's see. Okay, March 24th. Whoa. Wow. Yeah. I would say later this month, okay, when Venus comes conjunct in with the sun, is going to be this whole later period of March, right? For whatever reason, I was just called to go there because love is trying to catch up with the collective at this time. The love in terms of Venus is trying to catch up with the light and the authority and the direction of the sun is how I equate it, essentially. And so it's getting really close, right? And this is why, what was channeled is the potentiality of what could actually happen here on Earth in terms of real life events is getting very close. And I do believe Venus coming into conjunction with the sun in Pisces is going to be very much about true love, true and destined love coming to the surface and being at least felt, shown, received, and embraced, okay, in a big way. So this is this really has the power to, I feel, it has the power to bring together the collective when it comes to love and relationships in a very powerful way. Specifically, Spirit is saying related to karmic situations, all right? So when it comes to karmic stories, karmic situation, karmic kind of back and forth things, this would be the moment when that disintegration of the karmic storyline kind of goes to the wayside because of the power of love, right, being expressed. This is when all of those little petty kind of feelings, thoughts, arguments, conflict, confusion that's been showing up, when the sun comes conjunction with Venus in March 24th and late March here, the power of love is going to be able to shine through to basically disintegrate anything outside of true love, okay, that can be shown or expressed or felt. So it's a very powerful time. We've got also Moon in Pisces here, Mercury coming into the end degrees of Aquarius, Chiron conjunct Ceres here. I don't even know what I'm not even looking at the same. Let me just go back to March 24th really quickly. Okay. So Mercury's on that day, Mercury's in Pisces, Neptune's in Pisces, Sun, Venus conjunct in Aries, also conjunct Chiron, okay? So yeah, it's a disintegration or a great healing through the power of love, and not just any love, it's a romantic love. It's a deep romantic love, embracing of romantic love that is able to heal, okay? Anything that has been a karmic storyline, a back and forth runner-chaser dynamic is what I'm feeling here late March. Okay. We also got Mars in Gemini conjunct the North Node, making a sextile over to the Sun and Venus, and I believe Chiron, and another sextile over to the Moon in Leo, making a trine to the South Node. North Node is also in retrograde here. Interesting. Yeah, it's a powerful time for the masculine energy in particular. What I'm feeling here is a big step up or an upgrade or almost like a leap of faith or risk energy that the masculine energy is going to be inclined to want to step into or to take within this container. Okay, it is very much about what I'm getting is the masculine energy taking a big step in the direction of his, and again, this is not having to do with gender, just energy, but his fate or his overall destiny in life when it comes to love. It's not a coincidence here that Mars is conjunct the North Node at the same time as Venus is conjunct the Sun, specifically when it comes to embracing and stepping forward powerfully in romantic love, the power of romantic love and the healing of this situation, this container through romantic love. The masculine energy inside of someone or both parties will be taking a strong leap forward and a step forward, okay, is what I'm getting here. In a destined way. It's going to be a feeling of destiny or destiny taking over, a leap of faith here. That's very inspirational. It's a very inspirational time here. Moon in Leo here, and the South Node here, trine. Yeah, and the destiny has to do also with the ability to express oneself and to express one's own inner light and one's own inner truth and one's own inner sense of desire. Okay, that's part of the healing, is because what I feel is for both parties and or one party, actually for both parties, there's been a little bit of a blockage around truly embracing one's own ability to create, to express, and to give the truth to another or to the world. And I feel it's more so, honestly, what I'm feeling, the divine feminine has had this block when it comes to the world. Okay, when it comes to expressing the truth of who she is and creating through that for and to the world. And for the divine masculine, it's within love. It's within a container to someone, right? But it's both the same essence or theme of healing the ability to express one's truth to and for love, right, in a situation. Okay, so that's why I believe the divine feminine is being asked this month to really step up into the wildness of her and the freedom of her expression and authenticity and expression to the world and an embracing of her own expression to the world. Okay. All right. I jumped way ahead there. So let me check the chat real quick. We'll go back to this week here. Jillian, that was March 24th, okay, 2021. Carlene, you're welcome. You're welcome. Michelle, glad to hear it resonates. Malthane, thank you. You're welcome. I love it. Design business for Mel, awesome. Hart said financial independence resonates, awesome. Holy cow. You know what's crazy, guys? We have 92 viewers on the live stream right now. One, that's a record for YouTube. Number two, I have a feeling we have to get to 100. All right, when we get to 100, we're going to be breaking a whole new milestone. So if we have 8 more viewers, we're going to be breaking an incredible energetic milestone for this channel, for the collective overall. And you know what's so crazy about this too? Is that, it came at a time where it's there's not really any fancy dancy. I don't know. It just seems like it's much simpler, right? And the expression of this is. And so just what I'm getting here is the simpler you can be, the simpler you can just be out there and express yourself and be who you are and just not even think about it and not even put any pressure on anyone or anything else to be anything other than who they are, the better you're going to do in all areas of life. And so if you're starting a business, if you're starting a design business, if you're wanting to be successful, the new way of success is essentially being the most you can of yourself and the most amount of expression authentically of yourself that you can possibly be. And that's what will bring success, rather than this kind of typical, oh, I have to look or be or act or put up this facade of myself that I think needs to be done so I can be successful. That's the old way. All right, let's get back to this week, and then we will close things out, I believe. So it is February 28th. And and today's the last day of the month. Didn't realize that. It's a short month. March 1st. Okay, so let's go ahead and see the major astrological events. I'm going to finish this cacao. I'll go from there. Wow. Okay. Check this out. On March 1st, we have the moon in Libra, making a trine, a double trine here, to Jupiter and Mercury in Aquarius, a sextile over to Juno and the South Node, and a trine to the North Node. Wow, that is a fantastic alignment. Very powerful. And it just represents, energetically the new flow or the new paradigm, the new dynamic when it comes to relationships and the balance that has been struck, okay, in love. It represents a new potentiality for harmony, but also I'm getting it's going to feel different. It's going to feel like a new potentiality for harmony. I'm getting when March begins, for whatever reason, you're going to really sit in this feeling of empowerment, of strength, and of awareness and realization of the story that you're in, what you're going for, what you want, and how to allow it to flow in the best of possible ways. And this is going to come naturally, but what I'm hearing to do as a recommendation is to just tangibly write this out somewhere about how you feel and what's going on and what you'd like to create and what's coming for you, right? Because this March 1st will set the precedent, it will set the stage for you. Oh my God, we're at 100 viewers on YouTube. Oh my God. I'm sorry I had to interrupt the video for that, but that's crazy. We hit it, we're back down, but we hit it. That's amazing. Congratulations to all of you guys. That is huge. It's huge, and it absolutely represents the new milestone that we've all accomplished and hit in our lives. And honestly, it's one of the proudest moments of my life. So thank you guys. And I have no doubt that this community, the Soul Family, is going to grow into something tremendous that even I have no idea because it's led by Spirit. It truly, unapologetically is led by Spirit each and every single week. And my intuition, and then me just having to kind of come on here and be as much as I can be of me possible. So anyways, thank you guys. Let's continue on with the reading, but we had to pause and celebrate for a second. So thank you guys. Oh, you guys are so sweet. That's a big thing. Shout out to YouTube too for allowing this to happen. All right. Back to the reading. So, harmony, flow, the feeling of accomplishment, the feeling of balance, of security, of awareness, of courage, of intuition, and of peace also. All right, so you're going to be coming in, and just allow this to come in. It's going to flow in really in a harmonious way. So you're not going to have to try or do anything extra. You're going to go through some stuff that's going to just be, okay, now I can just sit in this feeling of peace and harmony. And then what I'm encouraging you to do, because it may not stay like that throughout the month, is to write that out somewhere in some way, or express this or record yourself in that energy, because that's the energy you want to come back to or remind yourself, that's happening throughout the month. Even if you had a voice recording that records your voice and your energy of you sitting in this space, that's going to be very helpful for you to come back to or to sit in, okay? Because you're going to know. You're going to feel the truth. You're going to know the truth. You're going to be in that truth. So rest in that, okay? But enjoy yourself. On March 1st, enjoy yourself. Enjoy the energies. It's going to be a very good time. All right, let's get moving on. We have March 2nd here. See, because March 2nd happens, and then it goes from, lots of cool, sweet little trines here into mostly squares. All right, so when I say it's kind of a transient energy, there's still some work to be done here. There's always going to be work to be done, right? But the feeling of needing to be in this work. So enjoy the trines while they last. And then let's continue on here. Oh, interesting. Wow. So we have March 4th. Okay, this is pretty big. March 4th, we have Mercury coming into a conjunction with Jupiter in Aquarius. Okay? And that's trining the North Node. Awesome. And it's also making a sextile to Juno and the South Node here in Sagittarius. So the reason this is big, again, is because I really do feel, and they keep emphasizing writing for whatever reason. Writing's really important this time because you're going to be getting possibly some sort of confirmation or higher level awareness of what you're here to do for your prosperity and for your abundance at this time and your stability. That's what's coming, because Mercury's conjunct Jupiter here in alignment with your destiny. So this is more outside of love. Like I almost feel, and I'll just express this, that come March 1st, we're almost going to be stepping back from love a little bit. Yeah? We're going to be stepping back in terms of the energy we've been putting into this connection and love, and we're going to be taking it back a little bit, resting in this new way of being, and then when March 4th comes around, it's like, okay, now I have real confirmation as to where I'm going as a soul and my highest destiny and what I'm here to do for and with that, okay? So know that that's happening. Be aware of that. Be okay with it, right? Accept that. And know that it's just because your awareness or your energy is being focused on something else for the time being, it doesn't mean that this connection is going anywhere. You don't need to worry about it going anywhere anymore, all right? Because it's there and it's going to show up tangibly to confirm. Okay, so good. We've also got Mars in Gemini making a trine to Pluto. Yeah, a lot of power here to move forward in more of a logical way. You're going to feel empowered, I'm hearing, empowered and having the power or ability to move forward towards your destiny. Excuse me, and to take steps towards your destiny. With Pluto here in Capricorn, trine Mars, and it's going to be very practical, right? Pluto in Capricorn, Mars in Gemini, this is going to be, okay, I've got the intuitive or the objective, inspirational confirmation, and now I'm also really empowered to take steps towards that. So if you're thinking about starting a business, whether it's in design, whether it's in Reiki, whether it's in this or that, now's the time to start to make action towards that because you'll feel this pull. So what I'm really hearing is get your clarity. Try and see if you can get your clarity about what you want to create in your life specifically before this. And as this date arrives, And it should arrive pretty naturally if you allow yourself space for that. And then you'll be empowered to take steps towards it on this date. Okay? And by the way, you just have to know, when it comes to love, is that love is now chasing you in a way. Okay? Just think of yourself as the sun, and think of Venus as the love relationship that you are energetically engaged with, right? On your deepest levels that you want to engage with. Venus is catching up to you, or chasing, quote unquote, you, or coming into your energy as the sun, and right, it's just going to make its appearance in its own time. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. It's like, don't worry about it. You're not going to worry about it. Venus is coming, and when Venus comes, it's like, oh, there you are. Okay, let's do what we need to do, right? And then we'll see what happens come March 24th. All right. So that's what I'm hearing with that. All right, let's finish out this week here. So we're going to go to March 6th or March 7th. Yeah, lots of squares still happening here. Moon comes into a conjunction with South Node in Sagittarius on March 5th. Good. So seeking new, the feeling or inclination to seek new boundaries or new horizons, okay, is going to come into play. So you are going to maybe feel a little bit more adventurous, or like, adventurous, or wanting to kind of surpass your own horizons, your own former boundaries within yourself of where you want to go and where you want to head with your life and with your business. So again, really strong inclination. They're telling me to remind everyone that if you haven't done it enough, this would be the month for journaling specifically, because you're going to be getting you're going to be in the energy of receiving a lot of confirmations, new ways of being, new horizons that life can take you, possibilities, right? All those things. And they want you to really tangibly write this out so you can have it. And again, it doesn't mean, like for me, I know journaling is a good thing. I just haven't taken the time in my own life to do it consistently because I haven't felt the need to, right? But they're saying for this type of energy, it would really be a good benefit, all right, to write these things down so that way you have it. Okay. And Ceres is moving closer to Chiron, about 3 degrees out here. So it is about self-love and self-care. By the way, I saw someone on TikTok ask specifically about, where does self-love, self-care play into this whole thing? Yeah, this whole period of time is, for the Divine Feminine in particular, self-love and self-care. Okay, and really the energy of stepping into the energy of worthiness specifically. Worthiness to express, worthiness to be, worthiness to have, worthiness of existing, all those things, and enjoying it as well. So it's the spontaneous action of expression and enjoyment and appreciation and love within yourself that is going to be happening and progressing during this time with Chiron moving into a conjunction with Ceres here. Okay. All right, we're going to have to close this ceremony down pretty soon. I can feel it's starting to get to its limits here. You can hear it in my voice, right? I'm starting to become, it's so funny. We talk about self-care, right? I'm starting to become more aware of when the energy's kind of reached its point of, okay, it's time to recharge now, Some days are higher, some days are lower, but this is the energy of knowing your own limits, all right, of expression and energy and how to do it. Speaking of parched, I think I have my water around here, but I could probably use some water, I would imagine. Okay, let's finish this week out. You guys on TikTok always have my back. My moon is not in Cancer, but my South Node is in Cancer. So you'll notice a lot of Cancerian tendencies, especially when I'm live here, because my moon or my South Node is in my 9th house, conjunct the MC, which is the essence of the 10th house, and is sitting on That's where my south node's at, okay? So you guys will notice a lot of Cancerian tendencies or divine feminine tendencies when it comes to my career and public image, okay? In case you guys were wondering. All right, March 6th. I'll do this in March 7th, and then we'll end out. But for the Cancerian energy, right, that's essence of the divine feminine is again, learning to place boundaries on how deeply, quote unquote, she feels or is able to love, because she might tend to express that too much. All right, March 7th. Mercury's zooming past Jupiter here. Mars coming closer to the North Node. Uranus here. They're bringing my awareness to Uranus here in a square with Saturn in Aquarius for some reason. Yeah, this is the energy of disruption. All right, so this is, when it comes to March 7th, you might feel a little bit because up to this point through the week, it's been mostly about, okay, this new sense of peace, of harmony, of love, of expression, of knowingness, of awareness, and it's been all good. And then I said, record or write that down because it's not going to last forever, and you want to be able to have something to come back to, right? And then March 7th comes around, and they specifically directed me to Uranus square Saturn. And what I really feel is you're going to be like, okay, I've got all my ducks in a row. You know, my life is feeling really good, really stable, really able to move forward and progress. And then all of a sudden, Uranus comes in, it's this square, and it's this energy of something, someone, some action being taken that comes in randomly, spontaneously, the energy of Uranus. Again, we saw in the channel reading for the purpose of conflict or chaos or disruption in some way, right? That's what, and I kind of feel that might be happening in or around March 7th. Okay, so it's important to know that might be happening. It might feel like a disruption to what you've cultivated, what you're doing, and it's a natural thing. It's here to just show up, to be back within the container you've created, and it's important for you to, hold that and to hold it with the new container that you've created, but hold it in a little bit of detachment as a witness, right? To not get so caught up or torn up into it or any of those things, right? To not fall prey to it, but to observe it for what it is as part of the story that's happening, and to allow it to, again, be set free into its next steps. Whatever that energy is, or whoever it is that comes in, it's important for you to set it free, I'm hearing, with unconditional love of like, hey, this is not the energy that's going to work for me at this time. So, and that is, essentially the redirective energy that will allow that energy that comes in that's chaotic to be a little bit more grounded or have some more direction or purpose to what is going on, right? Because what I'm feeling is there's this energy that will come in that doesn't know where to go, doesn't know what to be, doesn't know what to do, and then it hits you who's sitting in the energy of Saturn, I'm feeling, and then it's kind of like, oh, okay, like now I have some direction, some purpose, some thing I need to do or to be in order to get to the next level. And it might even be the fact that you share that the way they're showing up, this energy showing up, isn't going to work for a container or a relationship, or isn't right in some way for you in the highest of ways, but also that you unconditionally love it or them or whatever it is ends up being, and that if they want to progress, that these would be the things very straightforwardly that would need to happen in order for that to work. And so that gives the chaos of the energy coming in a direction or a container to do, all right? With at the same time holding that space for yourself and the boundaries necessary to not allow for the disruption of the peace and the stability and the container you've created for you in your life, all right? All right, we're going to end the astrology portion there. Thank you, Carly. I'm glad to hear you feel good and happy. I feel good and happy as well. And satisfied, very much satisfied here. And I'm just realizing now, I might have been a little off center for the camera angle here. But hopefully I can center it now. It's always hard to see with this camera what's directly in the center, and I always move around a lot. Especially without the microphone, I can move around a lot. But that's my essence of freedom of expression of who I am. All right, so I'm going to close that down. I do feel called to do one more thing. I'm not quite sure what it is yet. Okay. All right, what they're saying is one last quick update for what to expect for you in your love situation, okay? Before I do that, I'm going to grab some water because I think I just need some hydration right now. So give me 1 second. 1 second. I think my water bottle is like right around here, but hold on. Beautiful. All right. I love that I can walk around and you guys can still hear me because I have the lapel on. Okay, let me grab some water and then we'll finish this out. But the final reading for today's live is going to be what to expect. They're literally saying what to expect when it comes to your love situation in the coming month. Okay, so we're going to confirm to that. The first reading was pretty general, love and life, and there was love, but yeah, they want me to hone in a little bit more on that, and I do need to draw some from the other oracle deck as well. Check in with you guys, make sure you guys are good. I can't believe we hit 100 on this live stream. How amazing is that? Millie says, go get a cocktail. Ooh. You know what's funny, and I'm just going to share this because, you know, you guys are awesome, and I want you to know I'm a human being too. On Friday, I had this spontaneous desire to just have some drinks, and I haven't drinking alcohol for like a while. Like I would say months at least, and I had some of the healthiest alcohol I can have because I'm really big into health. I had some kombucha, some alcoholic kombucha. It was like 5%, 6% kombucha, and some like June kombucha, and I ended up just having like quite a bit. I'm not gonna lie, like 4 or 5 of these kombuchas. And Saturday I woke up and I had the worst hangover that I've had in a long time. I had the worst headache all day. I barely even got out of bed. But for some reason, I felt just really much at peace. Like I was like, all right, I got that out of my system. It was a lot of fun. But, you know, I'm a normal human too, right? I don't have anything necessarily against alcohol or, you know, these types of substances. I would say that, you know, the more human we can be, the more transparent we can be, especially when it comes to this new way of being in spirituality, it's important, you know. Not all of us are gurus on a hill who are refusing to participate in the life that's here, okay, on Earth. And I think that's a very important thing for people to know. So that spirituality is not some sacred, all about the light, all the time kind of thing, right? Okay. let's get into it. So, last reading for the day. So this is from Spirit about what specifically to expect in your love situation in March of 2021, specifically. Okay, this is a collective love, I guess, love-specific update, but they really want me to do what to expect here. So they really do want you to be aware of what's happening, okay, is the first thing I'm getting. They really want you to be aware. That's the most important thing. So you can be a witness to it, yeah? So let's get into it. I don't really normally use this oracle deck. It's the Rumi. And as always, I'm going to use the visuals to channel as opposed to the guidebook. Spirit guide loved ones, what can we expect when it comes to March 2021 in our love life specifically? What can we expect in love for March of 2021 specifically? Oh boy, this is crazy. I think we drew this card last week, by the way. I'm pretty sure we did. 1. And if you guys look at this image, I want you to share with me what you see in it. Okay? But essentially, I see, this is going to sound crazy, 2 people coming together to merge into one energy. 2 people coming together to merge entirely into one energy union. Okay? So, as I was saying earlier, right, there's going to be the potentiality starting to be played out here, all right, through what happens in real life. And that is going to lend itself towards the eventuality and the potentiality of 2 people merging together as one single unit. You know, in all honesty, there is such a deep soul tie between 2 people here that there's almost no choice but to work with one another to be able to become, right, unified in their actions, in their goals, in their perspectives, in their values. Doesn't mean they have to be the same human, but what I'm really getting is that the similarities are going to become more apparent than the differences. Okay, because up till this point in time, it's likely that either you or they or generally have sensed more about the differences than the similarities. And so as this process is happening, the merging of 2 people becoming one, it's actually flip-flops into, oh, actually the similarities between 2 people and about who they are, what they're here to do, what they want, are becoming much more apparent and much more aligned. Okay? Very good. We have Aluza, Star of Venus, Arise, Sacred Union. Oh my gosh. And the right choice. Okay. Holy cow. Okay, guys. All right, we did say, did we not say, what can we expect when it comes to March? Okay? So we not only have the planet Venus here, we literally have, oh gosh, we channeled that when Venus comes conjunct with the sun, what's going to happen? Right? We literally channeled that. We channeled when Venus comes conjunct with the sun, okay, Sacred Union, 1. This was the question. They literally said, do a reading about what to expect. We also have the right choice. Okay? That's crazy. I'm getting chills in my own energy because of this, because this is like spot on, very specific, very clear. And it wasn't just what can we hope for, what is the potentiality, blah, 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 blah. It was, no, do a reading on what to expect in March when it comes to love. And this is what's here. So we have Venus, we have one, the sacred union, we have the right choice. Okay. Wow. Which is basically like, as I was saying, at this point in time, you will know intuitively through the Hierophant and the Ace of Cups whether or not you're supposed to be with this person who's going to show up in March, probably at first not in the right energy, but that's the person. That is the person regardless, that you are then going to be asked to then detach from, to know the story of what's going on. But then if you're questioning, you're like, oh, Seven of Cups energy. Remember Seven of Cups energy, guys? The Seven of Cups showed up underneath the Ten of Cups going, but maybe this person, because they didn't show up correctly, I should go with someone else who seems more aligned. It's like, no. There's a single right choice here that, again, you may question about if this person shows back up in your life and they're in the energy we were talking about previously, okay, not showing up in what they need to be showing up as, you might question and go, is this person the right choice? Because they still haven't shown up. But they are the right choice. And if you allow them the space to prove it to you, and when I say prove it, I don't mean that from like an egotistical, oh, you have to prove yourself to be worthy of. It's like, no, it's more so prove that their actions can be in alignment with what they're telling you that they want to have or to create. All right? That's what I mean, prove. And if and when that person does that, you do have, this is a confirmation to tell you that this is the right choice. That your heart, your intuition, your intuitive downloads, all of it has come into the space of sharing with you that this person, no matter how it seems in March, no matter how it seems to show up, because I'm getting there will be a discrepancy between how they show up, all right, and what this is, because they're going to show up in a way that they don't even know why they're showing up, really. They just know that they felt super inclined to come into your life again, and they're like, I don't know why this is happening, but I'm here, and I don't know what to do, and help, and and it's the reason that it happened was because, it's got to work itself out. It's got to go all the way, okay? So anyways, Spirit is just confirming when that happens, it may not seem like it's the person because they're showing up in the wrong way, but that is the right choice. Okay, that's confirmation. And arise. So arise here, oh gosh, oh man, oh my gosh. I can't. You guys know when I do this, I pull the cards, I focus on one at a time, and I don't often see all the cards until I look at them, and I just noticed what this is. And this is, I can't even speak right now. This is crazy. This is the phoenix rising from the ashes. This is rebirth. This is something that was dead, okay? This is something that is dead, that rises up into something new. Look, I can't even speak because it's so clear about what the message is for you guys. Like it's saying like you will question the choice when this happens. It's going to happen around the time that Venus comes conjunct with the Sun. Yes, a collective reading. It's about two people with a very deep soul tie coming together to merge into one unit of energy. It's about having and being in sacred union, not just union, but sacred union with someone who you are feeling very connected with. Not just anyone Seven of Cups, someone who seems from the mind to be good looking or smart or intelligent or capable. It's about sacred union, and it's about arising, okay, something that was previously had to be broken down. Okay? Your life individually that has been broken down because of this situation, because of the life events that have been occurring in all of our lives, that we've come to this place of being so low in our own emotions and our own thoughts and feelings and our own experiences that we've had to come to terms with who and what we actually are without any of the BS or the facade interrupting it, okay, in order to rise back up. That was the first way we started this reading, by the way, is that it's a time to start to rise up and out once again, right, from the space that we're in. And this confirms it, that not only, by the way, is that going to be happening in your own life as an individual, but it will be happening in the sacred union that we are all involved in, is that you will come together and arise through and because of something new and the new container you are able to hold. It's this incredible energy. And yeah, I'm pretty speechless, actually. And for me to be speechless is it's kind of funny because I'm not often speechless. Yeah. The bottom of the deck, Divine Mother, okay, Dance with the Divine Feminine. This is about, again, dancing with the Divine Feminine, right? Gosh, what an intense day. But the other thing, too, is basically, wow. This is the Divine Feminine, by the way, holding space for this container. Okay? This is the Divine Feminine holding the womb of this relationship, of this union. Okay? Embodying the womb for this new birth to happen of the potentiality between the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. It's very important. It is actually on, okay? It's on and almost the responsibility, I'm hearing, for the Divine Feminine to allow this to come together through her patience, through her unconditional love, through her holding space of the Divine Masculine and of the container itself. I can't even speak. And of the container itself, right? Through the light that she's allowing to be birthed to grow. You guys see this? She's literally holding space for this light. And it's her manifesting it. So it's almost like the Divine Mother, the feminine energy, is being tasked to be aware of this whole thing, of what's going on, so that she can hold that space for the Divine Masculine to step up into the way of being that he is meant to be, his greatness. And that truly is, if I can speak on it, right? Again, just having this being channeled, it's the Divine Feminine who actually holds the space for the Divine Masculine to step up into his greatest way of being. It just is, right? It's like she knows that there is greatness within. She can see and feel the greatness within someone, particularly the Divine Masculine counterpart. And because of that knowledge of the greatness and potential within, right, she's able to hold the love and the space for that person to go through the whole process of his process, again, energetically speaking, not attached to gender necessarily, to step up into his greatest potential and life. And that's exactly what she's doing. That's exactly what, if you're watching this, you've been doing for someone else. Even though it's been very hard, it's allowed you to step into that energy. Okay. All right, so that was that. And we are gonna finish up with the Thoth Tarot deck. I don't think I'm gonna do a full spread. I'm gonna do maybe like a half, kind of 5-card deal, because that was so crazy on its own. Like, I mean, it's unbelievable, actually. Well, I mean, I'm starting to think really starting to think anything's possible at this point in time. There's been so many specific synchronicities and signs on this channel and on this live stream that's just magical, it's just becoming a normal part of the experience of this. All right. Suzanne says, Phoenix is a Scorpion. Yes, absolutely. Okay. Wow, the chat is going crazy. Holy cow. That was very intense, Kay says. Thank you, Isabella. Pregnant with potential. I like that for the Divine Feminine. Sana says, breathe, people. I love how Sana, you're so grounding and so, like, you really do a good job of holding the space for the chat. For you guys who know Yo Alaskan in the chat or Sana, she's such a trooper. And she even helped me to really realize that I needed to upgrade my router. And she's just a blessing. So everyone please give some love to Sana, Yo Alaskan in the chat. Because we probably wouldn't be even live without her. She's the one who pointed out, hey, you probably need a new router. And she's been here every single week. And I should probably make her a moderator at some point when I'm ready for that. But anyways. Okay, let's get this final part. And Spirit, let's get some additional confirmation here. If we need any additional confirmation of what to expect when it comes to love for this month ahead. I just saw 222, wow, in the time here. Archangel Michael specifically, Jesus Christ, Mary Magdalene. What can we expect when it comes to our love situation in March of 2021? What can we expect? Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? At 222? At 2 hours and 22 minutes. I am literally in shock. I am literally in shock right now. This is insane. I can't. The lovers showed up. I can't. This is insane. I am just... Okay. I mean, you guys saw me shuffling, right? Like, this isn't a fake thing. Like, this is insane. If you're watching this, I'm sorry if my reactions are too much, but like, dude, this is crazy. And as a reader, sometimes it just is like, for this to happen, and for this not only to happen after what I said to like, but happening at 2 hours and 22 minutes in the YouTube recording time is just, I don't even know what to say. So you guys are witness to it. This is like magical stuff. And it's at 100 viewers, by the way. So I'm speechless. Let's go. So 9 of Pentacles, beautiful. The 5 of Wands, yep. And the 7 of Cups and the Prince of Wands. Okay. Holy cow. So when it comes to love, all right, 9 of Pentacles here. We are being called to, again, really spend and focus our energy on financial independence and time with ourselves, developing what we need to have in order to feel worthy in a way of finances and abundance, okay, and finding a way to provide for ourselves and really pursuing that route that we know we need to be pursuing, okay. So that's here. So it's lovers, 9 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. So what did I say? When it comes to love, there will be some conflict this month. There will, and with this situation, okay? And it's actually, again, a confirmation that the person who comes into your life that will, this is funny, that will initially cause conflict, okay? Remember with that here I am, I'm showing up again, and I'm here ready to cause trouble because I don't know what the hell's going on, energy. Five of Wands. It's going to cause some conflict. And also, that's how you know that this person really loves you, really wants to be with you deep down, and really is ready to get this ball rolling, although it may not be ready yet. Okay? That's the confirmation, that's the sign here. Okay? In the midst of all of that, though, it's important for you to know that the Nine of Pentacles, you have to stay focused on that. You have to stay focused on what you're doing and what you're creating in your life, and not so much on the conflict that shows up. All right? It's important for you to hold space for the conflict as a witness, as a divine feminine, to know that the conflict is their way of asking for help and direction and wanting to be with you. It's their little way of expressing how much they love you, okay? Is when they come in causing this trouble in whatever way, shape, or form that comes. That's their way, okay? Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups, straight up, okay? Spirit is not holding anything back. Seven of Cups and Prince of Wands. This is about multiple options, okay? What I'm hearing and getting here is you might be coming to a place, honestly, where you are so confident in yourself, so attractive in your expression, so bright and magnanimous in your way of being, that you are attracting other suitors, okay? That you are bringing other potential options who would love to be with you into your life. That will seem to be suitable. They will seem probably attractive, good looking, stable, they got their crap together. They might be willing to express the things that your person hasn't been willing to express. And you're going to have this dichotomy of, okay, well, this is so weird. My true person showed back up and they want nothing but trouble, okay, and to cause conflict, or they're jealous, or it's some reason outside of true love that they're showing up, but it's really because of true love. And then you have these other options coming in at the same time that are going to seem like potential suitors. That is really your moment to follow the truth of your intuition, because if you're listening to this, you've already got the clarity. Okay, you've already got the clarity who your person is, and especially if they show up in this energy. That's, again, another weird confirmation from Spirit that is your person, that is your lover. That is your divine lover here. Very clear. But the Seven of Cups energy will test you, and it's about you making the choice in love that is true and best for you. It is about the choice. And this choice will affect the rest of your life. Holy cow. It will. It will. It will in a big way. Okay? So it really is, and I really don't like the word test, but again, there's some weird way the universe tests us, okay, quote unquote, that brings situations into our life to really get us to choose what's really in alignment with us, right? And I'm being shown and told that will become in the form of this Seven of Cups energy. Okay, so look out for that. Again, this is what we can expect in love, is multiple options coming our way out of nowhere, our true person coming in the way and causing ruckus and conflict in our life, and wanting to engage or be a part of it again. And this Prince of Wands energy, where it's this energy of coming in really quickly, coming in with all this passion, okay, this, hey, I'm here and let's do this, and just this enthusiasm that is like, okay, hold on, slow down for a second. It's this renewed energy that's coming in. All right, let me draw one more row as well. So we have the Hermit card, yep. Hermit card, Prince of Cups, the Fool, the Six of Cups, and the Two of Cups. There you go. All right, so it couldn't be more clear. So underneath the Seven of Cups, you have the Six of Cups, okay? So what I'm hearing here is you might have a choice. You might have a choice between soulmates here. Because the Seven of Cups energy shows up, but the energy associated with the Seven of Cups here is the Six of Cups, meaning that, yeah, the interpretation is basically you might have someone show up who is actually a potential soulmate with you, you know, and I would say it's a choice as to whether you want to just pursue that soulmate, okay, or to play out and to live out this divine connection, this soul connection, okay, this other connection which is much deeper than, you know, unfortunately, it doesn't, unfortunately or fortunately, but the connection with this soulmate, okay? But this is an option. You know, for those of you who want to actually get off the train, or you've had enough, or you are legitimately going to have other soulmate options, or maybe just one that shows up here, Six of Cups. That's the first spontaneous definition that came to me for that. The other possibility that is from what this is saying is basically that, but it's not as strong, I'll be honest, is that you know, through the confusion of the Seven of Cups, you'll know that there's only one person who is actually this true person that you want reconciliation with. But I'm kind of getting that, I'm kind of getting more like there'll be someone who shows up that is like someone who would be a match for you and compatible with you, and someone who's done the work as you've done, but someone who's also not like, you know, I'll be honest, like a divine partner, counterpart kind of energy, right? And you're going to have a choice with that, okay? Legitimately. And, you know, it's interesting because we did see the right choice show up here. So really, I just feel that that's going to be on you. That's going to be on your personal situation, your personal free will. And I will say this, though, that's coming through with this is whoever you do choose, I feel will be the right one. Okay? Like when I say that, I mean that it's going to work out. Okay? Like if you do choose this deep connection or you choose someone new, it's either way it will work out. You will make the right choice when it comes to that. Because you and your heart know what you want to experience in this life, whether it's just the energy of a harmonious partnership together with someone or this adventure of true love and divine connection, you will know. And you will also know that this, when you have this choice, you will also know that this person who initially shows up in the energy of conflict or not being in that energy will be willing to give a real effort and a real shot to this. Okay, so it's not like you have it's not like you know, you can choose the wrong one, and if you choose your divine connection, even though they're showing up in not a good light, that you'll be unhappy. No, if you do choose your divine connection, you know, you may have to basically, I'm not sure, maybe hold more space for their awareness or growth, or wait more time, or there's something around that. Like, I feel there might be patience or time needed, or you can go with a soulmate right now. That's basically the choice that's coming. Yeah, that's solid. So you can either get off the train and go with this person who is a good match for you, a soulmate, good energy, harmonious, compatible, right? Will give you a cup of love and all that stuff. And that's the right choice if you choose that. And if you choose to stay in this, that's also the right choice for you. And it will eventually, again, reach that potentiality. And through that journey, you will, of course, by default, continue to grow to your greatest soul purpose. Okay. Spirit really wants me to get specific about this, so I'm going to get specific, guys. All right. The reason why this is happening is because and it is really two good choices on TikTok. The reason why this is happening is because a lot of us at this current time have reached a state where we're far enough in our own individual journey where we can have the power to choose that, where we don't necessarily need this continued stimulus of growth in our life to continue to reach to our soul purpose, right? We're in a place where, okay, we've grown where we needed to grow to, we are feeling stable, confident, happy, we love ourselves, and we're good with that. And we don't necessarily need to continue going to the top of the mountain to be or feel great. By the way, the Holy Mountain is here, okay, as an oracle card on the bottom of the deck. And so in that particular case, if you're in a place where you're like, you know what, I'm good, I just want to be happy and be in love and enjoy my life with someone, and I got to get off this train, that's cool, right? But if you feel like you're in a place where you want and have more potentiality to grow into, right? And you want the fast track to that, and you want to experience all of it continued, that's going to be more of a divine connection kind of situation, all right? And what I'm hearing is those of you who still have more that you want to grow into being, more that you want to impact for the world, more that you haven't uncovered yet, that's going to be more compatible with this divine partner, okay? And the soulmate situation is going to be for those of you who are really just, and it's not a bad thing at all, but you're really just like, you know what? I'm really feeling good with where I'm at and what I'm doing in the world, and I'm happy and I want to keep doing this, and now I just want to enjoy my life, and that's totally cool. But for those of you who feel a deeper resonancy with, man, we got to take this life all the way to what it can be, there's no better and higher way to get there than being with this divine partner who stimulates all of this growth. Does that make sense to you guys? So they wanted me to explain that, is in case you don't want to be on this anymore, you will have your exit train here, all right? Okay. All right, now interestingly, I didn't even see any of these other cards. I just focused on that. Fool card energy in the middle of the spread. Okay. Yeah, guys, this is very clear. So Five of Wands with the Fool card, right? Again, this is about taking a leap of faith. Whew, man. You guys aren't going to like me, into this situation that brings in conflict. Crazy, because you're going to know deep down underneath what you want to do and where it's coming from. So again, it's about seeing through the facade of the conflict that arises through the interaction and going, you know what, even though I know that this is causing conflict, in my heart of hearts, I know that I have to hold this and embrace this and take a leap of faith towards it because of the awareness I have of the story that's playing out through the collective, right? Prince of Cups and Nine of Pentacles, but this is about continuing to flow and to move forward, but being in the harmonious flow of life and our own personal financial wealth, abundance, and freedom. Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is also about enjoying the merits of being single in terms of, creating something and receiving financial abundance through our intuitive gifts. Prince of Cups here is moving forward with the power of our intuition to create wealth, stability, and freedom in our life. And you could see here, again, the essence of freedom kept coming up, because I'm getting a lot of us may not still fully be free in our own lives and our own situations financially, because of finances specifically. And so you're being asked to get to a place of financial freedom, whatever that means for you, through the gifts of your intuitive powers, Prince of Cups, and to move forward with that and to fly high with that, all right? That's very important. That's very important here, to focus on that. And specifically through your intuition. So those of you guys listening on here, you have an opportunity, and I think you can feel it in your own soul when I say this, but what I'm being told is you have an opportunity to create something at this time specifically that is led by your intuition, okay, or your heart as well, that will bring you in prosperity and money. Okay? Whatever that's going to be, it's outside of your regular job, it's outside of your regular way of getting income, but it's specifically through your creative expression and art that you have the ability to bring in wealth. And they're saying to focus on that this month exclusively, okay? And again, you're going to, this other love stuff will come in, but don't focus on that for now. And then we have the Two of Cups and the Prince of Wands here, all right? So yeah, basically the energy of someone here coming rushing in, again, with all of this chaos and excitement and passion, okay, and conflict and just crazy, creating all this change and disturbance in your life, I would say is a positive thing. It will lead to a positive outcome, even though it seems like it won't, but it will lead to the Two of Cups, which is coming together in harmony and union through you holding space for that energy to reground itself, essentially. Okay? Okay. We also have the Hermit card here, all right? So to me, this is someone coming out of hiding, okay? So there's someone here who, there's two meanings with the card that Spirit is telling me. One, it's someone coming out of hiding from spending time isolated on their own to, again, come forward and to be in this energy. And it's also you, yourself, as you're listening to this. Oh, well, it's connected to the Lover's card too. So it's really, it's a divine partner, okay? I was just going to say it straight out. It's a divine partner coming out of hiding. The person, right, will show themselves here, all right, who this is this month. Okay? They're going to come out of hiding. And when they come out of hiding, again, and make that appearance, that's your confirmation, again, that is the person that you're, right, have the opportunity to become in or go into a sacred union with and to rise up into some new container. I'm excited for this, by the way. I'm very excited. I know I don't seem like it because it's been a long channeling, but. All right, bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Swords. Princess of Cups, the Princess of Swords, Five of Cups. Yeah, okay. So, the Seven of Swords being underneath the deck, which again represents self-deceptive energies or not the full truth. What I'm getting with this, guys, is, again, someone coming forward, okay? It's so funny because a couple weeks ago, I remember I channeled the Divine Feminine was in the Princess of Cups energy. You guys remember that? Where it was this energy of giving, right? Without, not for the greatest purpose or not for the greatest reason at this time. It's kind of like a karmic give. Well, guess what? Now the situation is switched, of course. And now this is more of the opposite energy, right? Someone coming to you, divine masculine energy coming to you and giving you a cup, but not giving you a cup out of, it's kind of coming from a place of not fully aligned truth, all right? It's kind of like it's a give, but it's not the full give of a real, it's, again, I keep getting they're going to try to just get away with, not, like testing the waters, right? Testing the waters and seeing how far you'll allow them to, or if you'll accept this cup of kind of unaligned truth. To which I would say, you'll know. You'll know that this cup, when it's initially presented, is not coming from that place. And so you'll know to hold off or to hold space for it or to kind of redirect that energy where it needs to go. But just know that this energy, when it initially is presented, is coming from a place, and we may not see that, we may not notice that at first, but it's coming from a place of, hold on, buddy, there is so much more underneath the surface that we need to discuss and needs to come up. What the heck's been going on? Why are you coming now? What's the truth behind the situation, right? All of that needs to come up. and out. But it's a step in the right direction. It's a step in the right direction. And what I'm hearing to say is just don't, when this happens, you'll know that's happening. Don't initially just refuse it and say, oh, you're trying to do this again. No, I'm not going to do anything. Like, just hold space for it. Share the truth of what needs to happen, and you'll give some direction and some grounding to the next steps for that energy to take to then come into a new way of being for the connection. Okay? All right, I'm going to end this reading here, and I'm actually going to draw 3 final outcome cards. 4? 4. Okay, they're saying 4. So 4 final outcome cards here, final advice and context from Spirit as to what to know, what to expect in love. And then we're going to end this reading, but you guys have been amazing. Carlene, thank you again. Did you donate again, Carlene? Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Goodness gracious, so generous. Okay. Here we go. Final outcome. Oh, whoa, okay. Whoa. Way too many cards. Hold on. Hold on. Not going to take that many cards, but I did see a couple interesting cards. 4 of Cups came out. All right, what to expect in love, Spirit. Final outcome context here. There we go. All right, we have the Magician, the 3 of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. Okay, beautiful, 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 beautiful. If there was any other cards I could have asked for to end this reading with as final outcome, advice, and context, it would probably be these 3. We have the Magician card, the 3 of Cups, and the Ace of Swords, which is, guys, this is the truth and the clarity that needs to be shared and will be shared, okay? This is the reconciliation that this is the opportunity for true reconciliation through and because of clarity and communication coming through. And it did say 4 cards, you're right. I totally forgot. Let's see what the 4th card is, huh? And the 2 of Swords shows up. Okay. 2 of Swords is our 4th card, which of course is that crossroads. Okay. That crossroads and that really need for reflection. All right. So here's what's we can expect again. Final outcome, context, clarity. There will be the truth. It's also advice, right? So what Spirit is really hounding on is, you guys know how we had the 7 of Swords with the Princess of Cups underneath the deck. Again, that's probably the way of being that's going to come, the cup of love that's going to come your way, that's not truly aligned, or it's not, the full truth isn't shared, right? That kind of deal. And Spirit is saying, no, 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 no. It's about the truth being shared, full transparency as to what the hell's been happening, what's going on, what they want, and where they want to go. That's true clarity. If you feel like you're still missing information, that you don't have enough, that you're not fully aware, or there's anything being hidden, it's time to get that out. And that is the only way, and I repeat, only way that this other energy can or will have a chance to be with you. And if they are not ready to give that, I repeat, if they are not willing or ready to give that, it is still time to have patience and hold space for them as they go through their process to be willing to share that, okay? And that's where the Temperance card originally came through in the first reading, is you have to be willing to, wow, so powerful, you have to be willing to, 8 of Cups, walk away if they are unwilling to share this Ace of Swords clarity with you, okay? You have to be willing to do that, and I feel you will be willing to do that. Because of what you've gone through. This is kind of the test of that. But that being said, when that does come through, this will be your opportunity to choose reconciliation, and it will work out. Because 3 of Cups is, again, the uniting of 2 people for, to spark the beginning, right, of this new and beautiful connection and joy and happiness and celebration. So that's what it will take. That's what has to be shared and given. And the Magician card. Okay? Magician card. So it really is, and then the Two of Swords comes out right as the fourth card. So, okay, it really is in the Divine Feminine's hands. I know I said in the beginning Divine Feminine is just about stepping away and holding space, things like that, but it really is about you deciding clearly what you choose in this connection and in your life, all right? Because either way, you will be able to move forward with that. You will have the choice as to whether to move forward with. That's Two of Swords energy. So when this clarity comes in, you'll know the clarity that I'm talking about. You'll recognize it. And then you'll be like, okay, Two of Swords time. Let me reflect on this and really think about what I want in my life. And if I want to stay on this ride, or to get off the roller coaster. And then make the choice. And then either way, it's going to work out great. It just depends on the experience you want to have in your life. That's it. That is it. It's the experience you choose with your free will, right? Through the opportunity of destiny to experience what you want to experience in life and who with, okay? But you will have that choice, and that choice will be clear after the clarity comes through, okay? All right, guys, I'm feeling really good about this reading and where it is, and I mean, yeah, I'm still kind of in shock and disbelief. I always am, but today especially so. It was a magical reading, and I hope you guys got, the support, the clarity, the guidance that you were looking for. Hopefully you did. But I just want to share how much I appreciate each and every single one of you for everything, for the donations, for the encouragement, for the support. I mean, we have 103 viewers on YouTube right now. We've got 230 on TikTok. It's quite amazing how fast this collective and the Soul family has grown. And I'm truly honored to be in this space doing this on a weekly basis. I really am. I really am honored and humbled that I have this opportunity to lead this collective. It's more of a blessing than I can possibly express to you guys, and I want to share that love and that gratitude with each and every single one of you. You guys mean the world to me, and I have a blast with you each week, even though things have been, difficult and rocky, and there's been technical difficulties. You guys have stayed with me, and now as we've persisted, we haven't had a single screw up. By the way, with this new router and this new container, a single screw up with the internet. How crazy is that? It all came through as it needed to once the container was upgraded. And I just, again, feel, right, not to make everything a symbolic metaphor, but that this upgraded container is the thing that's going to hold so much greatness, both in our love life and our regular life. So congratulations. Let's continue on and see where this goes, guys. And remember, that was for March overall. I was called to do a March overall reading, okay? Next week will probably be the week ahead, okay? And specifically getting into the details of the week. But that was for March overall. So know that this may come, probably will come later on in March or as March progresses, okay? Other, announcements for you guys. If you haven't already, be sure to follow me on my Instagram, btspeaks. There is currently a fake account with an extra K at the end, btspeaks with 2 Ks, scamming people actively using my name and my quote-unquote psychic services to steal money. So be on the lookout for that, and please message me and report that person as soon as possible, and please no one fall for that. I will never reach out to you directly and ask for money or say Spirit guided me to ask you if you want a service from me. I would never do that. Okay, and I apologize if anyone has sent money to this person. That's karma coming for them. But please help me out and report this person. Secondly, we do have our Holy Trinity Mend Every Mind live meditation event on March 3rd, okay, at 6 p.m. PST, Pacific time. So if you guys want to join myself and my amazing friends, Maura, McCabe, and Alexis, on our bi-weekly live meditation mythological musing. We tell a mythological story that is symbolic for growth and for evolution and for the astrology. And then I break down the astrology. Okay, come join us for that. I think tickets are $11. You can find the link in my description box below. And it's always fun because you can ask us Q&A, personal questions. Just hang out with us on a personal level. It's a lot of fun. And then if you want a personal session with me, definitely check out my website, brandontobias.com. It may look a little weird on mobile, but on desktop, I think it looks a little better. And I have all my sessions available there. So if you want a live clarity session, if you want a recorded session, if you want any of the other services, check that out. You can book directly from my website. And last but not least, if you haven't subscribed or you haven't liked this video, do me a favor, like this video on YouTube. Helps this video grow and channel grow so we can guide more people and grow this collective as we've been. And be sure to subscribe so you get those weekly and monthly horoscope updates for your astrology sign. Okay, in love and in life. So thank you guys so much again. Much love to all of you guys. I will see you next week. And definitely keep me posted. Okay, exciting times. And thank you for the donations. Holy cow. Wow, Sky, I just noticed $50. Holy cow. You guys, what is going on? Before I close, like, dude, you guys are way too generous. Like, what is going on? $10 from Isabella. Thank you. $9.99. This is crazy. Cha-Cha, Sky, Princess Jazz, Millie, Kay. What are you guys donating for? You guys just donating randomly? Thank you so much. That is the nicest thing ever. And you guys on TikTok too. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I receive it fully. I appreciate it. Goodness gracious. So thank you, Carlene. You have a wonderful week as well. Thank you. Okay. Carlene or Shelly. I might be getting a haircut soon. It's a little overgrown. All right, guys. Thank you so much for the donations. I was going to close out, and then I saw there was like 6 donations I hadn't seen. So thank you so much, guys, for that. I appreciate it. And love you all. See you next week. Thanks again, and take care.